What's up, boys? It's your boy PlasmaRic Reacts, back with another video, and I would like to be the first to tell you all Happy New Year. This video should be dropping almost exactly at midnight, so I should be almost the first person to tell you guys that. I was mainly going to make this video as an update and kind of to where we go from here in 2023. 2022 has been a huge year for us. We started the channel in near late September, and by the end of the year we have now amassed almost 150 subscribers. So to all of you that are here, I would like to congratulate you on being the first to be a part of the PlasmaRic Reacts army, and we're only going to grow from here, boys. So stick around, and hopefully the stuff that I have planned today is going to help us grow. So now that the first about 15 seconds of the video are over, fuck YouTube. So apparently, this is the first thing I'm going to talk about before I get into the good news. YouTube has changed their algorithm to where if you cuss in a video, it gets demonetized. Now, obviously, my videos are not eligible for monetization right now, so this doesn't really matter to me. But if we get to that big milestone, as most of you who probably see my channel know this far, I cuss a lot, and I cuss a lot when watching stuff, because it helps express how I believe about the show and how exciting things are, and I don't know, it's kind of my personality. So it's kind of a weird change that I wanted to talk about quickly, because I'm not really sure how it's going to affect the channel and how we grow from here, and I'm honestly not sure if demonetization affects view boosting on videos. If it does, then that's going to be a really big problem for my channel. But YouTube has not striked any of my content yet, as I'm probably not big enough for it, and plus, like I said, I can't be monetized. So, but you know, on some other videos, it still says it's ineligible for monetization anyways, even though my channel isn't eligible for it in the first place. So I'm not really sure how it affects my channel at all, but I wanted to talk about that real quick. And that is a big change by YouTube, and of course, nobody is, you know, they're not responding to anybody, and they didn't inform anybody about this before even changing it. So good on you, YouTube, and hopefully that'll be a change that's reverted soon enough. But now on to the good news. So 2023 is going to be a big year for us, boys. I'm going to get into the Western stuff first, because it's probably my smaller side of my audience here is going to be for Western shows. So first of all, a lot of you are probably subscribed for Owl House. It was one of my biggest early videos, and it's going to continue to be some of the first videos I'll have out for Western cartoons. Owl House Season 3, Episode 2 is coming out on the 21st, I believe, and I will try to be the first one out with a reaction for that yet again. And I will continue to do Owl House. I'm assuming it'll end this year, probably midsummer, be the finale of Owl House. So I will probably be try to be the first reaction out for both those hour-long specials this year. And yeah, I plan to continue on doing Owl House, and if Disney does pick up another series in this year that replaces Amphibia's story-driven cartoon slot, or something that gets a lot of hype, I will probably end up reacting to that too. But as of right now, the only Western cartoon that is confirmed for Disney and for Cartoon Network and whoever else, all these other channels that don't really have the greatest shows, is going to be Owl House. And as well as other Western news, I will continue to do Sonic Prime. A lot of you are also here for Sonic Prime. That was one of the biggest things on my channel in the last couple months, and I think I gained near 20 subscribers for that. So if all you Sonic Primes who are subscribed to my channel, shout out to you, boys. But yeah, it's a great show so far, and I'll be doing parts 2 and 3, assuming they're going to both drop this year in 2023. So yeah, really cool. Sonic Prime, Owl House, probably both finishing up their seasons this year. And as well as a new series I'm going to be picking up, and it's going to be mainly the beginning of this year, and probably won't get a lot of hype for the rest of this year. But that's going to be Vox Machina. I'm a big D&D player, really into D&D lore and stuff. I got some kind of download project I'm working on for D&D. So, but I really like D&D, and obviously Critical Role is the biggest thing that comes out of D&D, like the most hype show / whatever, and Vox Machina is based on Critical Role. So I always wanted to watch it, and I did watch the first episode, and I was really intrigued. So I was like, maybe I'll save this to react on the channel, And since Season 2 is coming out too, I'm going to be reacting to Season 1 of Vox Machina, followed by Season 2. I'm assuming it drops weekly. I'm not really sure how Amazon Prime drops that stuff. but I will be reacting to season 1 followed by weekly season 2. So that is going to probably be mid to late January should be season 1 finishing, and then I'll react to as far as it goes for season 2. So that'll be fun. I'm really excited to see where that goes from here. I know a little bit about Critical Role lore and about what's to come and about what happens in the show and stuff, but not really what happens in Vox Machina and how their adaptation really does it, nor the animation or anything like that. So really excited to get into that stuff. And that's probably going to be it for the Western for this year. Like I said, unless something big gets announced or we get another show that's huge. But that'll probably be it. Oh, unless Arcane drops this year, but people have been saying it's probably going to end up dropping in 2024. But if Arcane Season 2 drops this year, I will be dropping a group reaction to that as me and my friends react to Arcane together. So, yeah, if Arcane Season 2 does end up dropping late this year, then I will be reacting to that as well. So if any of you guys are Arcane fans, make sure to stick around. Now on to obviously the bigger part of my channel, which is anime, as you can see from my goddamn room. But yeah, we're going to have a couple shows. I'm going to kind of be changing stuff up a little. I experimented with a couple different shows. I experimented with Mob Psycho, with Blue Lock, and yeah, just didn't honestly work too well on my channel. So from now on, for shows that I aren't confirming I'm going to react to the whole thing, I'm going to be doing a couple episodes, and depending on the results from those episodes, I will be either continuing the series reactions or canceling it. And I have a couple shows that I have in mind for that this year so far, and if you guys enjoy them, then I will make sure to keep making reactions. But we're gonna go ahead and get the confirmations for shows that that I'm going to do the whole show regardless of out of the way. And the first of which should be no surprise to anyone, My Hero Season 6 Core 2. Really big on my channel. As you can see, I'm a huge My Hero fan, and I'm excited to see what's to come. I'm an anime only, even though I have manga right here. I am an anime only for anyone who is not aware. So yeah, that's going to be a really cool season. I'm excited to see where it goes from here and how it's going to progress, assuming that we're not going to really get any more fights with Shigaraki or the League of Villains in this season, but who really knows? I have been spoiled that Deku looks like a fucking monster later in the manga, so I'm not sure if that's gonna happen in this next arc core, but if it does, I'm excited to see where they go with that. But yeah, really cool, really high expectations for My Hero Season 6 Core 2, and yeah, I'm gonna continue doing those regardless every Saturday, and try to get them out as quickly as possible for you guys. Second of which, Demon Slayer Season 3. A lot of you guys are also subscribed for my Demon Slayer Season 3 trailer reaction, which was one of the hugest videos on my channel that kind of came out of nowhere, because honestly, there wasn't a lot of content in that trailer, but I'm happy that so many of you guys are interested in seeing where I go from Demon Slayer. As you can see, for Christmas I did get a new display. It shows Tanjiro, and then I always have that poster back there, as well as some Demon Slayer stuff down there, including the manga box set, which I have not read because I'm an anime only for my Demon Slayer as well as an Akazan Rengoku figure down there. But yeah, I'm a really big Demon Slayer guy, and I'm really excited to see where Season 3 goes with the Swordsmith Village arc, and I'm excited to see the Love and Mist Hashira in action. But yeah, that's going to be a really cool season. I think that drops March. I probably won't go see the movie in theaters just to wait to react to the hour-long episode 1 with you guys. So stay tuned for that. And I'm assuming those reactions will also be day 1, depending on my schedule and when episodes will be dropping for Demon Slayer. But yeah, that's going to be a really big one on my channel as well. And yeah, really cool. Next is going to be kind of a surprise out of nowhere for most of you. I'm going to be reacting to all of Tower of God Season 2. I'm a huge Tower of God fan. I have read the manhwa, but the manhwa, if you've read the manhwa for Tower of God, you know that the Season 1 for Tower of God did a really good job of adapting very little content in the manga, as the art is weird in the early stages of Tower of God, as well as the story's kind of jumbled and weird pacing. So Tower of God Season 1, while it was kind of a mid-season, really did a good job of adapting the manhwa, and I can't wait to see, knowing already what happens in Spark Notes of what happens in Season 2, I'm excited to see how they adapt that, as well as how they animate it, because it's going to look really cool. Some of these fights that are in the manhwa are completely different than the stuff in season 1, so I'm excited to see where they change that and how it's going to be adapted for there. But I will be reacting to all of Tower of God season 2 when that drops as well. Next is going to be Hell's Paradise. Now, this is a manga that gets a lot of hype. I think it's already finished, too, but it gets a lot of hype. I'm not sure who makes it again, but I'm pretty sure it's a manga creator that makes another manga that everyone likes a lot, but I'm not quite sure on that. But it got a lot of hype. I haven't seen any of the trailers yet, and I probably won't react to them because they've already been out for a while now. No point in reacting to it since there's already so many reactions out for it. But yeah, I'm excited to see where that goes and how that's adapted. I don't really know what it's about at all, but it's getting a lot of hype in both the manga, which is already existing, and the anime, which is coming up, and I'm just super excited to see what it's about. If it doesn't do too well, I might not react to all of it because I really just don't know how big the audience for Hell's Paradise is going to be. But I'm going to try to react to all of it, but we'll see how that goes. Next is going to be Solo Leveling. I mean, A1's going to do a great job. If you've read the manhwa for Solo Leveling, you know. I have read the manhwa, so I know what's going to happen, but let's be honest, the only point we want this adaptation is for the animated fights. So let's see how Sung Jin-woo, I think they changed his name for the anime, which is kind of weird because, they want to portray him as a Japanese guy or something in this, and they might make the Koreans the bad guy. I'm not really sure, but it's going to be a great season for sure, depending on how A1 does. And knowing how some of their anime that A1 make, they do some really good animation. So I'm not gonna act like this doesn't have some hype around it, because Solo Leveling does indeed have some hype around it, and I can't wait to see where they go from here. Next is gonna be one of my favorite anime of probably the last couple of anyone's that I've watched myself, and that's Mushoku Tensei. Now, if you know Mushoku Tensei, you know Mushoku Tensei, and Jobless Reincarnation pops off. It fucking pops off. And this season is not going to be any exception, knowing what this season brings. As well as I read ahead a little bit on the manga into the school arc, and apparently the manga skips a huge arc at the very beginning, which they showed in the trailer, that looks really well animated. So I can't wait to see what that arc brings to the table going into the school arc, which is obviously going to be mainly filler, but I'll react to it anyways because it's just some funny slice of life for our boy Rudius. And yeah, it's going to be a really good season. Can't wait to see how they adapt it, as well as to see the glorious animation that comes out of the Mushoku Tensei exclusive animation studio. But it was a really good season 1, probably my favorite isekai, if not ReZero, and I can't wait to see where we go from there. Next should be a surprise to absolutely no one. JJK season 2. JJK is fucking awesome. JJK 0 was so far probably my favorite animated anime movie I've went and seen, if not the Demon Slayer movie, and it was glorious. If you know me, you know me. I love to suck Gojo's dick on a daily basis. I got Gojo merch, Gojo hoodie, Gojo figures. I can't wait. If once JJK drops a box set, I'll be right there first in line, and it's gonna be fire. Apparently this adapts the infamous Shibuya incident arc where Itadori goes crazy. Apparently, I barely ever read manga ahead, besides for maybe rom-com anime. So I am still an anime only for JJK as well, and I know that this season is apparently fire. So I can't wait to get into it, knowing what Mappa's got cooking in the oven for JJK. And yeah, it's going to be really cool for there too. Last but not least, another surprise no one, AOT final part. Mappa did not do I think I've shared this in other videos before, Mappa did not do the best job, in my opinion, of adapting AOT as well as Wit did, but it did have some late potential in the latter half of the last part with the fight at the port. And they did a really good job of animating that stuff, so I'm excited to see if they're going to give these last 13 episodes the praise that, or the amount of glory they gave to the last episode of the last part. And if they do, this is going to be a really good fight. I have a really good season. I have read ahead on AOT, so I'm excited to see how they're going to do the ending, as it's one of the most infamous, oh, the ending Bounty's trash after all the hype it got. So, you know, who knows there. But yeah, really cool show. Really cool series. One of my favorites of all time. Levi's one of my favorite characters of all time. And yeah, I mean, all in all, I hope they do a good job on this last part. And, you know, if they change the ending, I'll be there for it. So yeah. Those are probably going to be all the shows that I just listed that I'll try to react to all of, as far as I know, for this far ahead of the year. If something else gets announced, such as ReZero Season 3, of course I will be there first to try and get that reactions out, because I'm a huge ReZero fan, and for anything else that gets announced, I will react to that too if it comes to be to my liking. Now, these following are going to be reactions that I will give a try to, and if they get a lot of hype, then I'll continue to react to them. I'm not really going to go into much about each of these because I know very little about most of these. But first of all is Konosuba. I have watched all of Konosuba before now, including the movie, and I think this is the one that's supposed to focus on Megumin. So I'm excited to see how they do this and how the season will be, because it's going to be... I really like Konosuba, and I can't wait to see where they go from here. I'll probably react to 1 to 2 of these and see how they do on the channel. Next is Nier. I have not played the Nier games, and a lot of people are giving this anime a lot of hype as an adaptation. And I mean, I don't know. Nier is like considered one of the best games of all time. So I'm excited to see what the Nier world is about and why 2B is such a baddie. But we'll see. Next is going to be Mashle. Now, this is another, like, fantasy, funny, comedy series that the manga gets a lot of hype for as being, like, one of those really funny manga. And the preference, or I don't even know how you say that word. The story idea sounds like a really funny idea. And I can't wait to see where they go with this magic guy, or this normal, plain buff dude who just beats the shit out of everybody. Is gonna do in the show. So I'm really interested in seeing how they do this in the anime, and I will react to a couple of those and see how you guys feel. Last but not least is gonna be Trigun. Trigun Stampede is a 3D show, but it looks kind of good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure it's made by a studio that has made a lot of good 3D CGI shows in the past. So I'm excited to see how they do this. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that Trigun has a really cool world in it, and I'm excited to see how they do it. Because honestly, it's always been an intrigue on why Trigun is so hyped, and this reboot might be it. Looks like it has a lot of style, and it looks really cool. So I'll probably try Trigun too, and we'll see how you guys feel about that. Now that's going to be it for most of the new upcoming shows that are coming out. But I do have a couple more actual announcements for you guys. One of the biggest is going to be one of the biggest parts of my channel in 2023 is going to be the addition of One Piece into my roster of shows I'm going to react to. Now, as a lot of you know, I'm a huge One Piece fan. I'm been watching it for a while. If you've seen my red where's this side of the screen? If you've seen my red movie analysis, obviously I went to the theaters to see One Piece film Red, and I enjoyed it a lot. And if you guys haven't seen my opinions on that, go ahead and go check out that video over there. But yeah, I'm currently about to be finished with Revier, so what I will be doing for this year is I'm going to be doing Wano Wednesdays. So Wano is obviously one of the, like, probably everyone's considered the best arc. I have not seen it yet. I just got done with Whole Cake, and I'm in the middle of Revier right now, and I can't wait to see how they do Wano, because it's had a lot of hype in both the inside the show and with fans, and obviously I've been spoiled on Gear 5, which is probably the biggest thing that comes out of Wano. But I'm going to be doing Wano Wednesdays, which is going to be a couple episodes of Wano each week, and divided up, and so I can get Wano done in this year, assuming that it's going to be finished this year, which I don't see why it wouldn't be, because I'm pretty sure from what people are saying right now, the anime weekly is getting close to seeing Gear 5, which is, I'm assuming, the ending of Wano. Not being a manga reader there either. But yeah, I really like One Piece, and I wanted to start reacting to it on the channel, and Wano is the best arc, apparently, so I'm excited to see how they do Wano. Yeah, I'll be doing that on the channel from here on out. As well as another thing, and that'll be kicking off. As soon as I start Wano Wednesdays, I'll be starting that with the film Z reaction, as this is the only film I have not seen for One Piece yet. So yeah, film Z reaction will be coming, not Z, Stampede. I'm stupid. I've seen Z. The film Stampede reaction will be starting the Wano Wednesday train. And that'll probably be late January again, as I do have some plans early January that will prohibit me from doing a couple reactions. So yeah, that will start with Stampede, and then from Stampede we'll do a couple episodes of Wano each week until the end. And hopefully that will line up perfectly with the end of the year, and I will be caught up to One Piece, and then I'll be doing One Piece weekly for 2024 and ahead. But yeah, that'll be really cool. And I can't wait to see where Wano puts me in my opinion of One Piece, because right now it's my favorite anime. Not the best I've seen, but it is definitely my favorite anime. But yeah, really cool there. A couple reactions that'll be kicking off 2023 that are special is I will be doing my Dragon Ball Z Superhero reaction. Will be coming early January, so expect that maybe around January 10th to 13th, somewhere in that range, as well as the Dragon Ball Deliverance fan series episode 4 reaction. I've been keeping up with that, as their studio has been animating on YouTube and having all these troubles with lawsuits and shit. And I'll be doing that along with the Dragon Ball Superhero movie reactions early in January to catch up with Dragon Ball, as it's the only thing I've been missing out on for that series. Now, on for quite possibly what you've been waiting for, the milestones. As most of you who have stuck around on my channel and watched most of my reactions here know that for 2022, if I hit 100 subs by the end of the year, I would do the shirtless reactions that I did for both My Hero Midseason and Chainsaw Man's finale. If you haven't seen those videos, they're up on my channel right here. I'm not sure how YouTube feels about those, but those are my shirtless reactions, and I decided to go even bigger for this year's milestones. Now, I was very embarrassed to make those reactions. Now I will be even more embarrassed to make these. So hopefully you guys will feel inclined to hit that subscribe button. Now, the first milestone is going to be 1,000 subs. I'm going big, because the rate we grew this year was pretty fast. So if we can keep this pace up, we should easily be able to hit 1,000 subs by the end of 2023. If we hit 1,000 subs by the end of 2023, I will react to Wano finale for Wano Wednesdays in a maid outfit. I don't want to do that at all. So, you guys should feel inclined to make me embarrassed when freaking out over Gear 5 or whatever happens at the end of Wano. So yeah, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you want to see me in a maid outfit by the end of 2023. But that's not the only thing. We got a couple more. We're adding a lot more to the table this year. So if we hit 1,000 subs by the end of July, not only will I do the previous Wano Wednesday finale with a maid outfit, I'll also be doing a huge giveaway in the summer. Now, huge in my terms means not as huge like other YouTubers, but a giveaway nonetheless. And if we hit 1,000, that's like a good, not 10% chance, like it's close to a 1% chance for most of you who are active on my channel to get something from the giveaway. So if we go ahead and hit 1,000 subs by the end of July, then I will go ahead and do the giveaway plus the Wano Wednesday finale. Now, the next one's going to be really, really hard to get, but that's because I don't want to do this at all. So, if we hit 5,000 subs by the end of the year, this is going to be hard, boys. This is going to be hard. 5,000 subs by the end of the year. I will react to all of Spring 2024 anime, every single episode, every single week, in a maid outfit. Now that's not one easy go reaction. That is if there's 5 anime coming out that are huge in 2024 that each have 12 episodes, might have more, you know? Or that could be when My Hero Season 7 drops. Who knows? All of that, every season that starts in that year, even if it goes until summer, from spring into summer, I'll be doing all of that in a maid outfit. So that it could be more than 5 shows. It could be 10 shows. If it turns out to be like my biggest season of anime ever, I'll be the maid reaction YouTuber. Maid outfit reaction YouTuber, because I'll be every single episode, every single week in a maid outfit. And I don't want to put on a maid outfit that many times. I don't. But if we get to 5,000 subs by the end of the year, which is outrageous, I know. This is like asking for literally like nothing. There's no way this happens. And if it does, Eric in the future, you were an idiot for making this challenge. You should blame me and only me for making this challenge, Eric in the future. No one else, alright? 5,000 subs by the end of the year. Entire spring maid outfit. Entirety. And that is going to be horrible for me. I will not want to do that in 1,000 fucking years, because even doing 1 reaction with a maid outfit is going to be worse than doing 2 with shirt off. So, God, I mean, it's not going to happen, but if you guys can get there, then, you know, I'll keep to my word, maid outfit for all of 2024 spring anime, or I guess reaction, not just anime. If Western stuff comes out in that time frame too, I'll do that shirtless, obviously, as well. But yeah, really cool milestones there for you guys. And before I go, I just wanted to reiterate, thank you guys so much for getting this far already in 2022. I haven't been having the best time in college and doing some of my other hobbies. And I've always liked to react to anime and a bunch of other stuff. So it means the world that a lot of you like to come on this journey with me and like to see all these reactions that I make to all this various stuff, because in the end of the day, I'm a loser, I'm a nerd, and all these reactions are like so childish for me to do to a show. Obviously, a lot of you guys are just watching this thinking it's funny for dumb little me to get up and jump around on the screen, losing my shit over pixels moving, you know, or doing something in the story. But I mean, these things impact me, as I don't really have much else in my life that I'm as passionate about as anime or television, especially animated formats. Like, I've always loved animated works, you know, and I just really am excited to see where we go from here. And I appreciate all of you, literally all of you, even if, you know, you're my mom or or anyone else, you know. If you're subscribed, I appreciate all of you, and I can't wait to see where we all go from here. And who knows, if we hit that 5,000 milestone at the end, you 144 right here will be like, I was there since the beginning. And you know what? You guys were. And I've been keeping track of names and shit, and you guys mean the world to me, all right? And I really do appreciate how far we got in this year, and I'm excited to see where we go in 2023. So thank you all for watching this long-ass me talking rant video about my delusions of what's going to happen in 2023. But yeah, I'm excited to see the progression of animated storytelling in 2023, as well as all of these really cool shows that got announced that have a lot of hype, and see how well their animation will pop off, as well as some of their soundtracks and shit that a lot of people are really excited for. And, you know, I mean, who knows how big we're going to get this year, but I can't wait to see how we're going to end it. So thank you all so much for watching my update for 2023 video, and I can't wait to see you once we start reacting. And, you know, I like you all. I appreciate you all. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up, that sub button if you're new. We got a lot planned, boys. We got a lot coming. Thank you so much, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace.